You know, he really doesn't struggle to make the weight. He's very disciplined, very intelligent with his diet leading up into fight time, but he has maximized the whole idea behind weight cutting. And you'll see him when the guy takes off his shirt here. This does not look like a man who weighs 155 pounds because he's probably close to 180 right now. Very, very talented jiu-jitsu stylist. As you said, coming out of American Top Team, which is one of the premier fight camps in the country. And this man has a tremendous amount of experience behind him. Excellent guillotines, very, very strong takedowns and top game, and ever-improving striking out of Gleison Tibau. That doesn't look anything like 155 pounds to me.
New Jersey zone, born and raised in Point Pleasant, Kurt Batman Pellegrino.
And Kurt Pellegrino is so fired up to be fighting in New Jersey. He got a huge, huge round of applause yesterday at the weigh-ins. A lot of supporters, family, and friends here to see this talented young man who is ever improving. You see there Kenny Florian, who has been training with Kurt Pellegrino as of late. Kenny is working very hard with Kurt to try to tighten up all the aspects of his MMA game, and has made a big difference in Kurt's eyes.
Kurt Pellegrino, 21 wins in his MMA career, 7 of those inside the octagon. 11 UFC fights, tops for New Jersey natives. Frankie Edgar with 10 in his career. Kurt Batman Pellegrino. Man, he's ready to go.
Yeah, he's fired up.
Tail of the tape for this lightweight fight. The Brazilian Tibau, 4 years younger than New Jersey zone Pellegrino, who is 2 inches shorter. Everything else virtually identical. With the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record, 31 wins, 7 losses, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Gleison Tibau. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 5 losses, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Point Pleasant, New Jersey, Kurt Batman Pellegrino. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee. Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey. Just up the road from Point Pleasant. Pellegrino and Tibau. Here we go. Southpaw, the Brazilian white trunks. Pellegrino in the black and red trunks. Great wrestling pedigree for Kurt Pellegrino. Very strong, heavy-handed Gleison Tibau.
He's got a lot more comfortable with his striking, Mike. He used to be a bit stiff and robotic, but he's a lot looser now than ever before.
Trains out of American Top Team. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Both of these men.
And as I was mentioning before, that Gleison is probably as big a 155er as you're ever going to see. They're trying to keep him from getting too big between the weigh-in and the fight. They don't want him getting over above 179 pounds. That's when they think he's at his optimum. He's gotten as high as 188 when he fought Josh Neer. So from the weigh-in at 155 to 188 at fight time, which is ridiculous. But as I was talking to his jiu-jitsu coach, he doesn't have a hard time doing it. He's just a freak dude.
Looking for the single. Pellegrino trying to fight it off.
And that's where the size and strength comes in handy. Bullying guys around. Pellegrino is able to avoid that takedown.
Pellegrino, 12 wins of his 21 have come by submission. Looking to hold his position here.
I believe Pellegrino is coming off of surgery.
And Joe, you talked about how big and strong Gleison Tibau is. This is where you feel the size difference.
Yeah. This is Randy Couture's style of game. He really pioneered this, pressing guys up against the cage and working punches and knees. And Gleison pushing for the takedown as well here. Kurt gets out, circles out.
Under 3 on the clock, round 1. Calling for the cross hook cross from the corner of Pellegrino.
A lot of feinting here, looking for openings, trying to gauge each other's reactions. Gleison looks like he's trying to throw that power left.
Flurry by Pellegrino.
There's that left hand that Gleison has cocked.
2 minutes. Pellegrino fought here last year against George Soteropoulos, or pardon me, against Fabricio Camoins, earned submission of the night.
Kurt looking for the takedown here. He's got a single.
Wow, trying to drag him down. Tibau is so strong. Showing some good head movement too. Joe, you talked about how much more fluid Tibau looking with his striking, continues to work on that aspect. But when he gets in this position, he's usually the bigger, stronger guy.
Hit the body with those punches. Shoulder position.
And down again.
Trying to...
Look at that.
Wow.
Very nicely done by Pellegrino.
Pellegrino right back up. Says, I've been wrestling for 20 years. Just missed with the right.
And Pellegrino again looking for the takedown, stuffed by Gleison.
Pellegrino's father, a wrestler, Point Pleasant, New Jersey on the shore, a wrestling town. Takes a look at the clock, just over 30.
Gleison again able to keep Pellegrino against the cage here. Pellegrino fires out.
Pellegrino throwing those hands. Round 1.
And here you see Gleison takes him down, but Pellegrino immediately uses the butterfly hooks to throw him off and jumps right back up to his feet. Let's take a look at that again. It was very nicely done by Pellegrino. He used the momentum of Gleison's hips up in the air, kicks him up with his butterfly, and immediately scrambles to his feet.
Position here, offensively and defensively, and then turn him.
Hey, we're not around.
It was very close. It could have gone either way. You're going to need this, okay? Listen.
Kenny Florian.
Sit down, and throw that right He's tired. Short. He is tired. He's working. Okay? Keep your left foot on the outside and throw that right hand, please. Throw it. Don't reach on it. Throw it.
Florian talking about getting low and really throwing that right hand from the mat up.
They really want to catch Gleison as he's coming in because Gleison's being so aggressive and working towards the clinch and trying to press it up against the cage. They want him to utilize that momentum and catch him with that right hand as he's coming in.
Pellegrino talked about facing the southpaw, big, strong guy. He said, it's the kind of opponent that motivates me every morning in training. Pellegrino just out of harm's reach. Lefty versus righty in the striking battle. Who will find the opening? Looking for the left is T-Bow. Pellegrino wants to throw that right.
Pellegrino's trying to get him to open up. Gleison fighting as a southpaw, the weapon to use against a southpaw in boxing is always a straight right hand. And that's what Kurt Pellegrino is looking to land. Both guys have been tentative here in the second.
Pellegrino trying to loosen things up a little bit. There he goes.
He's throwing that right hand now.
Ducks under. T-Bow pushing forward. 1-1-2. Three and a half now remains in round number 2. Inside leg kick just to switch some things up for Pellegrino. See if he can set something up with that.
Oh, he nailed him.
And again,
He's hurt.
Rocked him with the right hand. Pellegrino, big takedown.
Nicely done by Kurt Pellegrino. And that is the right hand that Kenny Florian was calling for. Oh, he hurt him again.
And still on top. Half guard now. Pellegrino looking to finish this fight. Perfectly timed and it connected. And it's changed this fight drastically.
Kurt working real hard to keep.
Pellegrino trying to set up those elbows.
Kurt's doing a good job of keeping him down.
He definitely did damage.
Let that uppercut.
Finding itself a home.
Gleison keeps scooting those hips out, but Kurt Pellegrino is not allowing him to get back up to his feet. He's trying hard. A big, strong guy, but Pellegrino is using very good technique. And now into full guard by Gleison. Nice elbow by Kurt.
Kurt, a very impressive grappler in his own right. 93-3 in his grappling career. So, Joe, a battle of two Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts who know about control. 1 minute.
Gleison's doing a really good job of controlling the wrists and hands and biceps and, avoiding getting hit with too many shots. As you notice, he's doing it and scrambles back up to his feet.
Wow, frenetic pace now by Pellegrino. Cut on the left side of the eye of Gleison T-Bow.
Kurt's looking for that right hand again.
That big right hand, the difference in round 2.
And here's that right hand by Kurt Pellegrino. Ba-boom, right on the chin. And then another one, and that one really buckled him. And a third one, let's see it again. Look at that. And he goes chicken legs. And here's Kurt Pellegrino on top. Landed a very good hammer fist. And did a real good job of controlling the top position. Gleason made many, many attempts to try to get it back up to his feet. Kurt held him nice.
I won round 1. I won this fucking round. You're going to need the third round. You're going to need the third round to win. Let's do this.
Let them down. Take this, I got one.
Movement, set up the takedown, commit.
Turn around.
Pellegrino, T-bow. 5 minutes left. Big TKO finish in the Carl Uno fight for T-bow. 13th UFC fight for T-bow, 12th, as I mentioned, for Pellegrino. Very experienced, talented fighters. Meeting in the octagon, stuffed. So much depth in the lightweight division. It's an important battle anytime somebody steps in the octagon, but especially for Pellegrino and T-bow and many others at 55 right now. Very little room for error. A minute into the third and final round.
Kurt has not pulled the trigger yet on that right hand. Kenny Florian was telling him in between rounds, he needs this round. This is the round to win it. Definitely won that second.
He said step in and commit. If it's the takedown, if it's the punch, just commit. Tried to with the right.
He got counted though. He's coming in a bit wild.
Oh, left hand. T-bow trying to gain that momentum back that he lost when Pellegrino connected in round 2 with the right.
Gleason lands that left hand again, and his corner is screaming for it.
Trying to finish the takedown. Pellegrino's nose bloodied up. Saw some of this position in round number 1 with T-bow trying to work down Pellegrino. They split. Pellegrino wants that right hand again.
Pellegrino is much more tentative in this round, Mike. Pellegrino looking for a single, stuffed by Gleason. He eats a couple of punches.
Continuous. And the left of T-bow, very straight, in and out. Trying to pull his opponent down, and he does.
Oh, nice. Into side control. This is bad for Kurt.
Good position for Gleason. T-bow.
He's got his back. Kurt's trying to get his feet. Nicely done by Kurt. Kurt drops down.
Left hand by T-bow. Now it's Pellegrino who wants to take down. 90 seconds.
is anybody's round, Mike, and perhaps anybody's fight.
And Joe, when both men are so tired, so tough to complete the takedown. What a battle right here from this position again. See if Pellegrino can do so. Tebow with those little left hands. 1 minute. Tebow stepping in. Firing that left hand. And again,
Tebow's keeping his boxing technique later into the fight, whereas Pellegrino is getting a bit sloppy and labored with his punches, Mike.
That left is just on a line, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah. Down again. Gleison Tebow on top. Gleison trying to pass. Kurt keeping him in his guard here. He's staying very active. He does not want to get this stood back up again. He'd like to finish this fight out on top and leave no question in the judges as to who wins the round.
Good cardio and great conditioning put on display by Tebow tonight.
It's especially impressive considering how much weight he cuts.
Absolutely. Kept the pressure on throughout this third and final round. Final seconds of the fight.
Oh.
Judges will render their decision. Pellegrino and Tebow go the distance.
Good fight.
And here's Gleison with the takedown. Moved into side control very nicely. And here's later in the round again, another takedown by Tebow, and that very well could have earned him the fight, Mike. And here's the very end. This is Kurt Pellegrino dives under for a knee bar. Very nicely done. Was working towards it, ran out of time.
Pellegrino and Tebow. Which man has earned their 8th UFC victory? Judges rendering their decision.
Good fight, man. Okay, guys. Sit up.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this contest 29-28, Tebow. 29-28, Pellegrino. And 29-28, declaring the winner by split decision, Gleison Tebow.
Gleison Tebow, the winner by split decision. He really pushed the pace in the third and final round. And he earns the victory tonight.
Yeah, that third round was really pretty much anybody's round and anybody's fight. Gleison went out and got it with those takedowns.
Big win for Tebow, defeating Kurt Pellegrino here in his backyard. Main event later tonight on pay-per-view. Mauricio Shogun Rua, John Bones Jones.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, how good is that going to be? Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, for the 3rd time in UFC history. Just about a year ago we were here.
Hello, my friends on Facebook.
Good to be back. Good to see Gleison Tebow and Kurt Pellegrino put on a show. Mike Pyle, Ricardo Almeida is up next. Don't forget, later tonight, UFC 128, live on pay-per-view. Call your cable or satellite provider. Use your remote. Don't forget, top of the hour, UFC prelims live on Spike. And the action continuing here from Newark, New Jersey, as American top teams Gleison Tebow has defeated Kurt Pellegrino. And later tonight in our main event, the light heavyweight title is on the line.
This guy sent mayhem packing. He beat Okami and Condit in one night. Tapped out Robbie Lawler, and he defeated Dan Henderson. 6 years undefeated with 15 straight victories. And now he's coming for the title.
20% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50%